Death. For whatever reason, there's a lot of death in manly movies. Go through my reviews and count the dead. There's a lot. So, in the spirit of death, I guess, we'll be partaking in a murder mystery. A body to die for. A murder... yeah, whatever.
I don't take it up the ass.
So a bunch of friends have grouped up for a murder mystery weekend, which has sadly been derailed by a murder mystery.
I thought it was supposed to be a game.
It is, but the murder I planned was to happen at midnight. He changed the plans, I guess, and wanted to be the corpse. You know I let him do anything he wants.
And the boys are all suspicious of one another.
Hey, Clem, you've got to be the murderer, man. You gave him the champagne.
Wrong. I put the tray on the table. You all took a glass.
So any one of us could have been murdered. Some game, Harry.
Oh, so I guess they still think this is a game. I mean, you couldn't just check the guy's pulse or something when he collapsed in front of you hours before the fake murder was supposed to take place?
The cops are gonna take hours to get here, and I'm horny.
At last, the guy from the intro finally arrives. I don't know why it took 3 minutes from the car to the front door, right next to the car, but he's here.
I guess that's the body.
That's him for sure.
No pulse. He's dead, alright.
Someone in here put something in his glass. I didn't. No, I saw her go in the third bed. I'm leaving the bathroom.
You sound like a bunch of schoolgirls here. You're all under suspicion. No one can leave the house.
This is Detective Mann.
Man. Detective Mann.
And let me assure you, he is 100% straight.
Dealing with a bunch of homosexuals here, huh? Go to your rooms and lock your doors. You, show me where the phone is.
So, let's work our way through the suspects and see if we can get to the bottom of this case. Suspect 1 and 2, I guess, finally make it to their room, also known as my sister's Barbie doll house.
I want to go home.
You think I want to be here? Moved by the loss of their friend, they decide to mourn him, which involves taking their clothes off. Wait a second, you boys trying to get rid of evidence?
Okay, what'd you guys do with the body? Someone moved the body while I was calling the coroner.
Apparently the body's been moved, and our detective is suspecting the guys who've spent the last 20 minutes inside their Barbie room, and then it just kind of leaves.
Whatever you do, don't leave this room.
What?
Sorry, I have to search the room.
Detective Mann, listen, you need to stop suspecting nude men.
Dave's not here. Otherwise, I'd be sucking his cock.
You know that Dave is dead, right?
You wanna suck a cock, queer? Suck this.
I guess Detective Mann misunderstood being hard at work, and Detective Mann decides to try conversion therapy on this guy, which involves gay sex?
I don't take it up the ass.
Whatever. But okay, let's go over the plot so far. Nothing's happened. The guy was killed before the film started, the detective showed up and talked to 3 guys, and where has that gotten us? Downstairs. So the horny boys, that's suspects 1 and 2 from the list of suspects I decided not to do anymore, figure, hey, there's a killer on the loose. Let's go for a walk. Outside. In the dark. Better yet, you go out alone while I go back upstairs and grab something from my room. And by grab, I mean this guy's nipples. And by room, I mean this guy's nipples. So I guess Detective Mann is now back on the case and the trail leads outside. Then this happens. So is this the killer? I don't think that's the case, because this man climbs back into the house to steal some things. Okay, weird. Also, meanwhile, there's an orgy going on in the staircase, but that's not very ad-friendly, so we'll get back to that later. So I don't know how much time has passed now, who even fucking knows anymore. Detective Mann returns inside and sends the boys back upstairs.
I think you guys ought to get to bed.
And enters... God damn it, is this another Twin Peaks reference? David Lynch, did you make this movie?
I don't take it up the ass.
Yes, may I help you?
Yes, could you tell Detective Mann that Dr. Brimley's here? I'm in the corner.
Dr. Burnley, I was just gonna call you. We can leave now. There's no body, therefore there's no murder.
Hey, can't argue with that. Remember kids, if you kill someone, just hide the body and you're off scot-free.
Officer, we've been robbed. We've been robbed. It's like gone.
The phones are dead.
Hey guys, he is the police.
I just work homicide. I'll send someone over. Come on, Brimley.
But just as Detective Mann is about to walk off into the very dark sunset, this happens.
I have to call for backup.
And this movie has the audacity to end on a cliffhanger. That's not okay. Or is it?
Previously during the investigation.
I don't take it up the ass.
We rejoin Detective Mann while he's having nightmares of last year's event. Or, as we'd call it, the previous movie. And yes, this is 1 year later. Cliffhangers be damned.
Remind me of the first time we had sex. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
It was exactly a year ago.
The very heterosexual Detective Mann is now seeing Mark from the first movie.
You're just still seeing me, when I, on the other hand, am having a relationship with you.
And it's going great. But before their relationship drama gets to unfold, a conveniently timed news broadcast, appears. Oh no, Henry from part 1 is dead.
Henry was involved in the murder mystery weekend last year at the White Tower Mansion, where an actual murder occurred.
Mann quickly deduces that this is connected to the last year, somehow,
Because it's my job.
and heads straight to the shower.
Yeah, I know. A detective. A dick, a bloodhound.
Some things are just better left alone.
Now at work, we learn who Mann suspects.
So you still think that guy Harry did it, don't you, man?
Harry is this Bruce Wayne looking guy from part 1, in case you didn't memorize every character's name like I did.
I've got a gut feeling these two cases are connected.
Why are you so interested in all these homosexuals anyway? Is there something you're not telling me?
Hey, I just watch it for the plot, okay?
If I clean up that old case, I get my promotion.
Well, can't argue with that. Old cop then notices a purple envelope on the ground.
You've got 72 hours to wrap it up.
Want to know who did it? A picture's worth 1,000 words.
Mann heads over to Henry's apartment, aka the crime scene. Doesn't seem to be a lot of evidence left, seeing how the police have already done their job. However, following his purple clue, Mann finds this ripped picture of a, shall we say, happy man?
Something I can do for you?
Well, I don't know. What'd you have in mind?
I didn't have anything in mind, cause this is a fucking crime scene where your neighbor died.
I'm Detective Mann. Homicide. What is it you want?
Heard some noises. Wanted to see what was going on. Did you say homicide? I thought Bruce did himself in.
Okay, this guy's the killer. Case closed. Look at him. He's way too eager to get into this crime scene.
See something you like, detective? Ever done it in a crime scene?
Once the boys finish collecting evidence, nah, that's a bad analogy. They fucked hard. Another one of these weird purple letters show up. Oh wow, that's honestly I can't tell due to the resolution, but I guess there's a pretty big clue hiding behind those pandas. So Mann tells the crime scene fucker to fuck off home and heads back to his office for further examination of the clues.
Oh, fuck.
Hello, Detective.
Then this guy just teleports in.
Did you ever wonder how we knew each other?
There's a lot of things I wonder about you, Harry.
And finally, one of the many cliffhangers are paying off. We learned that David, that's the dead guy from part 1, was the masked man in the fountain. This opens up a whole other can of worms as to what the hell was going on in part 1, but just don't think about it.
At the Inquirer, they say that David may have been killed in the chapel. His body dragged out and dumped in the fountain. What the hell was he doing in the chapel? I'm sure he wasn't praying.
I don't remember Harry.
Acting suspicious, Harry gets offended that man finds him suspicious and literally fucks off.
Like everyone else, Harry, you're under suspicion.
What? Me? Are you nuts? I came here to help you.
And yet again a purple envelope appears, which is suspicious. It gives yet another clue and man heads to the department's archive to dig through some old files, which leads to another goddamn envelope, which leads him to this piano bar. Man grabs himself a beer to man himself up and tries to sweet talk the piano man.
Nice music. When do you get off?
I'm here till closing, but I don't take customers.
No. I mean, privately.
And by the way, here's Mr. Envelope himself delivering yet another envelope. Guess the movie decided not to do a cool reveal, cause I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Paper delivery, mister.
What do you look like? Where you go?
Headed towards the back. Wasn't paying much attention.
Man gives chase into the women's bathroom, but to no avail. And also manages to lose the envelope. But apparently man was on the right track, cause, well, there's the guy.
Who was that creep, Andy?
I don't know.
And what the hell is this? A woman? Is this guy straight? He picks up the clue that he just left for man and reads it, even though he's probably the same guy who wrote it. I don't know.
Doesn't the criminal always return to the scene of his crime?
Bar's closed. Time to go.
Well, come on, let's go.
No, I don't think so. I got something else to do right now, and it could be worth a lot of money.
And oh my, we're going back to where it all started. The mansion. So man saunters into the mansion in what seems to be a pretty obvious trap. I mean, the film is called The Man Trap, so my assumption isn't too far out there. As he walks through the mansion, he flashes back to last year again.
Why don't you come over here on my bed and let good old Martha take your clothes off?
Until...
Don't shoot.
This is weird.
Who the hell are you and what are you doing in my house?
Sorry, I'm a Detective Mann.
Man tries his best to explain the situation.
I was really expecting to find someone else here.
From that bulge in the front of your pants, I said you were expecting something.
Jesus, man, keep it in your pants for 1 fucking second. God. After they exchange numbers, yes, you heard me right, exchange numbers.
Let me give you my number.
Even though man is in a relationship, he finds yet another envelope in this guy's pants. Yay, finally something plot-related in pants.
Tonight, White Tower Mansion, anniversary fund.
Why, Detective Mann?
Aha, so it was Harry.
I'm not surprised to see you, Harry. What do you know about this note, Mr. Stewart?
Well, nothing. That's my invitation. That's why I'm here, expecting Harry. Nobody's that morbid.
What are you talking about? I got a phone message to meet you here, Tom.
Except maybe it wasn't Harry?
What? How? Where?
Anyway, man arrests him for good measure and cuffs him to these pipes while he goes to call for backup.
I'm gonna call for a squad car. Keep your eye on him.
But if you think this ride is over, boy, have I got some good news for you. While calling for backup, man notices something in the red room, or chapel, and goes back inside it, just like last time. Weirdly enough, Envelope Man is also here, and we get a sinister callback to the first movie.
Lock the door.
Now, I didn't show this scene in my review of part 1 because A, I didn't expect it to be a major fucking plot point, and B, because Twin Peaks joke. But anyway, in part 1, Man entered and a mysterious unseen man, gave him good advice.
Yeah, I see that. Your daddy gave you good advice.
Now the same thing appears to be happening to Envelope Man.
Is that you?
Take off your clothes.
What? Take off my clothes.
Just do it. If you want to fuck up your life.
And the mystery man is... Mark?
What the fuck?
And from here on out, the movie goes batshit insane. Mark takes a hard turn from giving lover to fucking psychopath.
Just what did you tell the detective?
Nothing. I never even talked to him.
That's all I wanted to know.
And just before he's about to blow this boy's head off, Man walks in.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I never meant for you to catch me here with someone else.
Yeah, I don't think that cheating is what's on Man's mind here. Mark confesses that he was the one who murdered David last year.
I love you. When I saw you in here with David, I just freaked out. We had a fight, he pulled a gun, it went off. It was an accident.
So let me get this straight. Last year, like 20 minutes after you met and had sex with Man, you fell in love with him. And when Man fucked the mystery man, which apparently was David, aka the dead guy, you got so jealous and just had to kill David. Then what the fuck's the deal with the envelope and the new murder mystery? Realizing that none of this makes a lick of sense, Mark makes a run for it.
He's a motherfucker. You're never gonna take me alive!
These two boys want to go downstairs and look at what's going on. Unfortunately, Bruce Wayne is stuck and has to ask for help to get out of his cuffs.
Let's go.
Everybody gets downstairs and runs outside.
Oh my God, not again!
And it's the same ending as last time. Except Mark's dead.
He's dead. I'll have to call for backup.
Will I do?
What? Who are you supposed to be? And that's the ending. Are you happy? Okay, so for the sake of our collective sanity, I'm gonna try to recap the plot of both movies. Alright. David decides to fake his death and does a good job. Then waits for the police to arrive and send everybody to their rooms. Then gets up, puts on a ski mask, cuts the phone lines and robs his friends' and boyfriend's stuff. Then he gets into the chapel and seduces the detective. Why? At the same time, that makes Mark, who apparently saw all of this, jealous, and he somehow killed David, dragged him out into the fountain within the span of like 1 minute. Then he gets into a, let's be real, kind of bad relationship with Man for a year. But then this guy dies by apparent suicide, which might have been Mark? I don't know. Which leads Man onto a case. Then someone makes Envelope Man deliver purple envelopes with cryptic clues to Man. But the same envelopes were also invitations to a sex party at the mansion, which other people also got.
What the fuck?
And Mark's end goal was to cheat on Man in the chapel with Envelope Man, then kill him. Then Mark died, and this guy showed up. Yeah, I find out in part 3, I guess. Alright, it's time for answers. It's the third and final movie of the trilogy. Let's go. Who was the killer of the killer of the killer? Who was this guy? Where did the beer come from? The answer's fuck you. No. A Body to Die For 3 is what happens when you decide to make a sequel with none of the original cast, sans a small cameo, answering no questions, elaborating on nothing, and worse, making no sense. Though, to be fair, neither part 1 or 2 made any sense either, so wait. So this is not Detective Mann, but his brother, George Mann. You see, Detective Mann is missing. You might ask, how did that happen? Don't expect an answer. George is just hanging out in his hotel room until he gets a mysterious phone call that tells him to get the heck out of there.
I know you're down here looking for your missing brother, Police Detective David Mann. They're also looking for you. They're outside right now. Get out. You can come back later.
The next 10 minutes are then spent on George running around the woods while the opening credits play. But uh-oh, he got caught anyway. I am so excited to see where this is going.
Come on.
Wait, it was the police that caught him? What, is jogging in the woods illegal now? Also, what the hell kind of holding cell is this? This looks like a goat sex dungeon.
Hi, I'm Carl. We'll get you in here.
Rami Malek is also in this holding cell for some reason. And oh boy, I wonder what that reason is.
Well, I was on vacation. I got caught doing something. And here I am.
Right. George is then free to go, apparently. But padding for time, the movie decides that the last scene was so good you'd want to watch it again. So, here you go.
What are you in for? I guess I just offended someone, and here I am.
We cut back to the hotel where George is staying. Guess being charged with running around the woods for a bit wasn't very consequential. Charlie, that's the mystery phone man, gives George another call.
Oh, hi. I just got released.
George figured, whatever, I'll just head back to America because I can't find my brother. Then he hangs up. Then he gets another call.
Hello?
This other mystery voice leads George to this, establishment. Let's rock. I'm genuinely curious, are all these red curtain shots from these gay movies a reference to Twin Peaks, or am I just reading too much into this?
David?
David? Wait, Detective Mann? Is David? David Lynch? Oh my god.
Welcome, Mr. Mann. Have you been here long?
A little while. What's going on here?
A favorite hangout of Devin Mann. Unfortunately, he crossed the wrong people. And when you cross the wrong people here, you pay the price.
Apparently Mann was here, but he did something bad and now maybe he's dead?
Kill-tacular.
Oh shit.
This has been a very confusing couple of scenes. George yet again heads back to the hotel, but this time we get a reference from the last movie. Cryptic clues and envelopes sliding under doors.
Charlie, listen to this. Mr. Mann, your brother boarded a flight back to Los Angeles about an hour ago. It seems he has cleared his problems and is ready to start anew. It's signed a friend. Charlie, you're right. I have to get out of here.
And thus, he flies back to LA.
Hey, this ain't the bathroom!
And heads straight to Detective Mann's home. And surprise, he's not there.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'm Gordon Mann. Is my brother home?
No. Anyway, they head inside and grab a glass or two of wine while they talk about Detective Mann.
All I know is he came to that door about 2 hours ago, right back out, like he's on some kind of mission. Do you know where he might have gone?
Probably to be debriefed.
Debriefed? You think it sound like my buddy's some kind of spy or something?
Spy? No, he's not a spy. Why would you say that?
Are we seriously implying that Detective Mann, this guy, is a spy?
Look, never mind.
And yeah, what am I supposed to say here? He takes off his fucking sock and starts giving him a fucking foot massage. Yikes. The next morning, and still no Detective Mann. And, well, I'm just gonna go out and say it. This guy is an evil spy or something, and he's poisoned George.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll drink the water when he gets out.
Then George dies. Rip in peace. Just kidding. This entire movie, it was all a dream.
I guess I had a dream.
It's always disappointing when companies won't let a franchise die, instead just getting a new guy to be the leading man in a shoehorned way that doesn't work. Finish what you started, don't just say fuck it and hand it over to some new guys. Instead say, fuck it, we're not making this movie. At least the director, Derek Kent, stayed aboard and tried his best, but this was not good. Be sure to check out my Patreon and subscribe for more manly content. Stay froggy, everyone!